What's up, guys? My name is Splits, and we've got a guest joining us here today. As you can see, right next to me is Dinnerbone. I got a little lonely, so now we have a friend. Currently, we're reviewing the Superman and Lois Heropack. Heard a lot about it. Haven't really done much with it myself, other than like a little bit beforehand. But I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this because I find some of these kind of interesting. First up we have is the Kryptonite gauntlets. Definitely an interesting thing to have. This is all based on the Superman and Lois TV series, which I have not watched at all. And the only ability so far that I know of is the ability to shoot Kryptonite, which I'm assuming would definitely endanger Superman. Well, as you can see, I don't know. I mean, I have plot armor. What else can I say? I'm the main character, obviously. Nah, it's just Lois Lane. Oh, wrong button. Who has the ability to call Superman. That's pretty cool. That is insane. I like that. That's really cool. Whoever did that, props to them because calling Superman got him on speed dial. Here we got the Flash, the CW version. He has a few abilities. He has his toggle speed, toggle slow motion, pose, and store suit. He has 9 speed bars if I don't accidentally press the wrong one. The more his speed, oh, he has 10 speed bars. The more his speed goes up, the higher the flicker goes. See? You get to 4 and it goes and it starts. It doesn't go up anymore after that. But it does turn on at 4. And then he obviously has a slow motion, which I'm not sure why it's not called flash time, because that would make sense. He has his pose, which I'm doing currently. He looks like a statue. Hold up, what was that? Is that green? Why is there green there? Hold up, whoa. Why is there green there? Hopefully somebody sees that somewhere. Uh, he also has his phasing ability, which I think is kind of cool. It turns on like a light layer. And I can run up the... oh yeah, I can also run up the ground apparently. That's actually really useful. We're gonna ignore those suits, that was for something else. I can run up walls, and when I'm running fast enough, I can brake. Whoops. Oh, and it takes down my speed? That's crazy. Or is my posing gives me an extra speed level? That's cool. That's actually really cool. And then if I take off, it goes back down to 9. Oh, there's a bubble there, and my flicker goes up a lot too. And then I have the ability to brake, which slows me down. And boom. Now this final ability, which it's kind of interesting, is the store suit ability. I don't know why they didn't just use the regular ring in the Flash suit, like the Flash ring. Doesn't make sense to me at all, but oh well, it's yeah, it don't make sense to me. But there's also a pretty cool mask toggle here, as you can see. It's a little funky. It looks more like an Iron Man mask than a Flash mask, but style points, to be honest. There we go. There's Dinnerbone. He doesn't have any like offensive abilities other than punch, I guess. Next up, we have Cobalt Blue. If you watch season 9 of The Flash, you'll know who this is. It's also the CW version because that's the only version that I think I've ever seen with Cobalt Blue. He has a few abilities. He has this super speed, which is only 5, so it's really slow compared to Flash. He has the Flash on ability, which is what the other slow motion vision should have been named. He has lightning construct, so he can summon a lightning blade, which should be on Barry. He also has lightning beam, which this one looks a little funky, not gonna lie, but oh well, it's acceptable. And then he also has tornado arms, which Barry has none of this, which is kind of surprising. It really should be added if possible. And last but not least, when you activate the mass toggle, he has 2 other abilities. I don't think, oh, he has phase. I meant to tap the lightning construct to check something. He has this phasing ability, which allows him to go in the ground, and he also has Speed Mirage, which I think is really cool. I've never seen this done before, so definitely gonna have to learn that from somebody, because that is a really cool way to do Speed Mirage. Gotta love it. Can't hate on it. Has the red speed because you know negative speed force and all that, but you know. Now this one right here, this I have no clue any of the lore about because I've never seen any of this. Now this is Lieutenant Anderson, and he has 3 items on his suit. He has Kryptonite inhaler, Lieutenant. He has his Kryptonite rifle and his Kryptonite pistol. Now his Kryptonite inhaler, we'll look at that in a second. His Kryptonite rifle is just like a Kryptonite version of like the sniper rifle, along with his pistol being the Kryptonite version of a pistol. You know, pretty simple stuff. But his Kryptonite inhaler, this is the cool part. When you hold it, you have the ability to consume the Kryptonite inhaler, and you get 4 abilities. You get heat vision, which makes your eyes start to glow red, and then the heat vision happens. And there's the cooldown for it. And there's also not the cooldown for it. There's a cooldown for the Kryptonite inhaler, which you get super speed and slow motion vision, and also cold breath, which functions similar to that, but it also has an oxygen meter. That's crazy, along with cold breath on the same thing. And then you have to let it recharge. Well, it doesn't recharge. But you just, summon another one and you got it. Pretty cool overall, I'd say. Oh. Now this suit right here is called Parasite. I have no clue who this is. Other than like symbiotes and diseases, that's the only type of parasites I know about. But he has a few abilities. He's a tier 10 if I'm right. Yeah, he's tier 10. The ability's called Merged. I have no clue what this is about. He's 100% fall resistant. That's crazy. He has an 80% impact damage, along with 10 punch damage. That's crazy. Now, he has 5 abilities. One is he has Life Drain, he has Super Speed, Invisibility, Teleport, and Energy Projection. Life Drain, I'm assuming, whenever he hits someone, he takes away their health, and he gains health. Simple as that. He also has a Super Speed, which is like 2 speed bars. I think it says like 2.5 speed levels and whatnot, or 2.8 speed levels. But you can't really show that with speed bars, so they do 2 instead. And then he also has his invisibility, which you have to hold to use, otherwise it does not, otherwise it does not stay active. He has his teleport ability, which, jump scare, which teleports you in kind of a flash of light. Boom. Oh, wrong button. Staring right into the gauntlets. And then his final one, energy projection, which is a very short burst. Wow. And for visual effect, the mask toggle activates this. Doesn't change any abilities or anything like that. Does definitely look cool, that's for sure. But overall, it's just that. Now, majority of you guys would recognize this one. This is Bizarro Superman. And I'm not entirely sure what the pendant's from, but it's apparently from the series, so I'm going to go with it. He has the exact opposite abilities of Superman. Obviously, he still has the super speed, but his heat vision is actually cold vision, which it looks really cool. And his cold breath and air breath is actually heat breath and air breath, which they should probably change the part of the mouth to show heat, not cold. And it's also on the oxygen. And as you can see, the oxygen meter is backwards, which I think is a really cool effect. He has the thunderclap ability, which, as you can see, it's a little off-timed, I think. Well, I mean, if you just kind of watch it, it happens and then he claps. So like, it could be done different. He also has flight, just like any Superman would. And when he's flying, he has the boost ability, which is kind of cool. If you look at that meter down there, he has something called it's supercharge. When I press it, he kind of like releases fire, then starts charging up. Not entirely sure what for. I mean, it sounds really cool, that's for sure. I mean, just listen to that theme music, almost as good as, Pepsi Man. But nothing can really beat Pepsi Man, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Whoa, almost hit a tree. I really like the lightning with this too, though. And finally, we have Superman of America, the Man of the Hour. Obviously, this one isn't regular Superman, but I couldn't just let it be the normal one because why would I do that? This is cool. It's a meta version of Superman. It's a meta-human Kryptonian DNA. I mean, he just has the same powers as Superman. He has the heat vision, he has the thunderclap, That's a little bit better timed. He has the cold breath, which obviously that's the wind breath, this is the cold breath, and it's all based on oxygen, which is really cool. I will say the heat breath needs to be changed ever so slightly because the charged GUI graphic timer thing pops up while you are using it when you're trying to use the like the choosing between heat breath and air. It pops up there, so maybe that could be, removed so it doesn't show up. But otherwise, it's pretty cool. He also has his flight. Uh he doesn't have the supercharge like Bizarro does. I think the charge might be from the pendant, which would be kind of interesting. I might need to test it out later. But overall, oh, you can activate the heat vision eyes. So I guess instead of it charging up, it does it almost instantly. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I didn't expect that. I love it though. Props to them. Like, I mean, can you complain? He does have a cape though, which is kind of sad. But oh well. Oh, and the pose for when you're flying is Superman's pose. I mean, you can't really forget that. It's this iconic look. Wee. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty cool. I thank you guys for watching. Obviously, I couldn't do much with Dinnerbone, but having him here is kind of cool. He gets to watch. He's upside down. He's just hanging out. What else can I do? Gotta make it interesting. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will link all the I'll link the pack in the description to the where you can get it from.